Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm Miss Lisa, and this is my YouTube channel where we talk about everything I want to, science and math. And what we're doing today is we're using our calculator to figure out if we have a direct or an inverse variation. Now, what does that mean? If it's direct, then you would have something like y equals 3x. Y and x are both in numerator land, so if we graph this, it would be a straight line. If we had something like this, y equals 1 over 3x, x is in the denominator, y is in the numerator, and if we graph this, we would get a curved line. And the reason why we call them direct and inverse is if x goes up, y goes up. They vary directly, it makes a straight line. But here, if x goes up, y goes down, and they do opposite of each other. So and when you graph it, it makes a curved line. So I'm going to show you some things to do with this within your calculator with the stat button. So turn your calculator on, and then go to stat, edit, and enter. And they want us to put in this information for list 1 and list 2. So our x's are list 1, our y's are list 2. And look, I already did it, so you didn't have to sit there and watch me do it this time. All right, and what we want to do, we're going to do it the way they say to do it, but then I'm going to show you the way I would do it, which is a little bit easier. Okay, so what they said to do was that we're going to do this thing where we're going to do list 2 divided by list 1 equals list 3. So how we do this is we get out of this second quit. This is our regular math screen. And do you see how it's got L1, L2, L3 painted on there? And they're blue. The second button is blue. So how we get those is by doing second. So my first one is list 2. So I do second, number 2, and there it is. And then I want to say divided by list 1. So I say divided by, and I do second 1. There's list 1. Now I want to make this create list 3. And how I do it is that button right there that says stow. It's going to give me an arrow, and it means I'm going to put the answers, I'm going to store it as list 3. So I do second 3. See that little L3 there? And that's what it's telling me to do. And I hit enter. And then it's telling me the answers that it's putting in list 3. If I go look at stat and I hit enter for edit, dun, 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 there's the answers. Okay. They want us to do it again. And this time they want us to multiply them and see what we get. So I'm going to quit out of this, and I'm going to do, they want us to say L2 times L1. So I'm going to go second 2 times second 1, and I'm going to make that list 4. So now I do second 4. See where those are? Okay, and if I hit enter, there's the answers to it. But see, I only see 3. I could arrow over, but to me that's confusing. I want to see it in a list. So I'm going to go stat, edit, and there's the answers to 4. Now, what the book says is notice that list 3 are all different numbers, but list 4 are all pretty close to 21.1. If you get this, and this was where we multiplied them, and here's where we divided them, it means it varies inversely. Now, to me, this is a little confusing. So what I would do instead is I would graph it. So I'm going to go over, and I'm going to see, do my points make a straight line or a curved line? So I'm going to get rid of these. Let's see if I hit clear, if it just goes away. Nope, I'm going to have to go delete. I'm there. Why is it not doing it? List 4. Go over here, delete. There it goes. I'm going to get rid of my list 4, and I'm going to get rid of my list 3. And I'm going to show you how I would do it. I would put in list 1 and 2. Then I would go to second of y equals, which is stat plot. If it was off, I'd turn it on. I'm going to hit enter. It's on. It's dots. I'm going to use list 1 and 2, and it's going to be blue, and I'm going to graph it. And look, it's a curved line. So I know they vary inversely. Directly, it would have made a straight line. So they're inverse. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, is that Classic little shape there. All right, hope you enjoyed this. Oh, I was going to show you one other thing too that's real useful, is on our stat button. Everybody go back and hit stat. And do you see how it says calc? Go over there. You can get some statistics things here. Do you see number one is vars stats? That means it will tell us some statistics. If I hit enter, it says we're going to use list one. We're going to hit enter. And now we have, in list one, we have some things like its minimum, its standard deviation, summation. If you have, this might be, there's its median, but anyway, that might be too fancy for you. But there's another